Everything up there's got poop on it. Hello, kitten. Oh my god, the sun! I'm melting! Seemed like a good time to have breakfast. Let's try this again. Ah! Yep, I'm still melting. Got a bunch of stuff that's gone to seed or starting to, or is running, or some weeds. I guess they're weeds. There's stuff that has shown up this year that I don't want. Amaranth and different things. So I'm just kind of cutting those. I'm gonna feed them to the rabbits. I think I'm gonna leave the stalks in here and maybe they'll put some more growth on and we can cut again at some point. But I'm just using them for rabbit feed is what I'm doing. This bin I got might be a little small for this. Like this broccoli here. There's something that really likes this. The photo ID app says that it's a type of amaranth, and something is chewing it up. And I might be making a mistake by removing a bunch of it because whatever is eating it might move on to eat something else. Might be okay to leave it as a sacrificial. And I don't see any bug here eating it. I guess I should come out in the dark and see what's really here. Would you like a little broccoli in your face? Kick a little flavor in your ear? Totally abused weeping willow. Little water every day and it has sprung back to life. I think you could take that and put it in a dump inside a desert as dead and it would still grow. I assume these eggs right here are probably squash bug eggs. Japanese beetle. And I don't know if you wipe these off of here, if that renders them done. Yeah, see there's a ton of them there. I think it's to the point they'd have to be sprayed with something. We're about to walk there, no sense in making a separate trip. Let's pull this water line. I leave this hose open so water in there can't swell up when it's so hot. And check your water. It's scalding hot right now, so it would probably burn your plants pretty good. This water here is still chlorinated water. I know you don't want to spray your foliage when it's hot out because it'll work like a magnifying glass and burn them. Look at you. One of you is so much taller. I'll bet that's a boy right there. That's a rooster and that's a hen. I bought 2 roosters of each of these type of birds because we're going to eventually put them in their own confined areas so that we can have pure eggs, fertile eggs, and sell fertile eggs or hatch them out in incubators ourselves. And I've got 2 turkeys in here that are doing well. They're very athletic looking. So first we bribe them. Throw some in there. Big bird just went inside, which was kind of the purpose of this. The purpose of this tractor was to use it as a coop for right now, to bring these little birds up so that they would be secluded, isolated from other birds in case that bird flu stuff became an issue. Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. And there's that broke foot bird. And she's still hopping around on one leg now. Seems to still feeding. She's like, yeah, I don't want to be part of what's going on in there. So because I put the feeder up to the front, I can now drag this all this distance and not catch any birds back there. Okay, rebooted, back on. Hello, duck. How about you guys? Would you like some tortillas? Yes, they do seem to like tortillas. Wow, you guys seem to like that. Look here. So, John, what's with all the tortillas? Well, about once a week we have something that has tortillas, and when Amanda or Jeremy shop, they're never clear as to how many tortillas we have and how old they are. So a new package of tortillas gets bought, and tortillas seem to store, like if it's cool and dry, tortillas will last 6 months, but we just amass so many of them, eventually moths show up in them. So every few months we go through and take all the tortillas and dump them out. And these guys, every few months, eat tortillas. My front screen is dark and I thought something was broken. What a dumbass. It's because it's dark. Let's try this with some lights. I don't know what time it is. A little after 4:30. Got up about 4. I just think it's important to tell you that because I say that all the time, right? People see the 4:30 video. And the real question when guys are telling you get up at 4:30, the real question that you never see any of them tell you, and I don't know why, time did you go to bed? You need 6 hours of sleep? You need 8 hours of sleep? Do you need 4 hours of sleep, right? How much sleep do you need? I went to bed last night at about 11:15, 11:30. What do I mean I went to bed? I mean, that's when I actually turned the lights out, head on the pillow, all devices off, all devices away from me. That was about 11:15. I woke up at 4 o'clock. Woke up, not like kind of looked to see what time it was. Woke up, clearly saw the clock, right? My eyes were focused. 4 o'clock. Made my video about 4:30. Walked through these doors. That's why I've been turning like, that's how kind of I picture my videos going. I don't build my videos any longer. I have a content guy, I have a video guy that's very good at them, right? And we sync and we kind of mesh. So I've worked with a lot of video guys, and you give them footage and the things that you think are going to be the topic of the video aren't even in the video. Well, clearly you don't have the same vision that guy has. He doesn't think like you think. That ain't your guy. And I've got a dude right now and he thinks how I think. We can have a conversation and we can finish each other's thoughts, and you know, we mesh well, like, you know, we work well together, and I believe in him. So I turn these lights on and turn the video on because that's how my day starts. Now that doesn't make it into every video. That's not telling him, hey, I want this video this way. I just turn these lights on so you see what I see. And I think that's important, right? I think those are parts of my day. If you're watching this video, whether you like me or not, that is something that's how my day begins. And it begins here. This is part of the beginning of my day, is to come out here and work out. And I record it sometimes and you see little slivers of it. And that's just what I do. I'm not a workout channel. I'm not a strength channel. I'm not a physical fitness channel. I do what I want and I document it, and I'm lucky that 10 people in the world want to watch it, right? That's what I do. And all those things fit into that. But you'll always get the dude that shows up and he's like, you should have done this on this lat pull down. Well, I mean, the first thing I ever do when somebody says shit like that is I click on their channel, right? I want to see when dudes are like, hey, the music's too high, you need to do this. I'm like, oh, maybe this dude is a sound engineer. Maybe this is a video guy. Maybe he's got a YouTube channel with, 10 million viewers. I would probably listen to that dude. Maybe there's something to what he's telling me. And I click, and never, ever is there evidence of it, because the guy giving you free advice, the guy telling you what you did wrong, he's never doing any of the shit he tells you should do. So if you come in contact with somebody, be of use to them, add something to them, and I don't know where I'm going with this. Really, I'm rambling, probably in the subconscious to delay doing this here. So I'm going to do this. Can you hear this little noise? When I'm over there, it sounds like it's over here. When I'm over here, it sounds like it's over here. There's a cricket somewhere in here because we live in the forest. Okay, it must be something. It stopped. You have little annoyances, little irritations in your life. Most of those irritations in your life are there because you dwell on them or you focus on them. What are my options? My options are to spend the next 4 hours chasing this cricket that I probably won't find. Or my option is to get busy doing something that I want to do that's worth doing, and I will forget that sound and tune it out. My option is to lift weights in an aggressive enough manner that I hear my heartbeat and I hear my breathing in my head and I don't hear the cricket. What are my other options? Put in music, put in something else, put on an audiobook, watch some kind of YouTube video that's going to teach me something that I perceive is of value and makes me a better human being in some manner for the future, or I could sit here and be miserable by the cricket. Why am I saying this? Because most of your life is choices. Most of the irritations in your day, not all of them, not always, most of them, you can get away from them by simply not giving them attention. I had a friend here yesterday and he's like, man, I don't do drama. I don't know those people. I don't do drama. I don't have time for it. And I thought, I believe that, because every time I'm around this dude, he's always speaking about something that he has in motion, something he's working on. He's always talking about progress. I'm always happy to see him. I always feel a little, I don't know, almost rejuvenated when I'm near him, right? Because that's something that I thought of after he said that. I've known him for maybe a year now, and I've seen him a few dozen times, right? I believe that he doesn't do drama. And I stopped and thought, and I'm like, I have never heard him talk negatively about a person. That's true. Much, and especially, I've never heard him talk about a person I don't know. There's something to that. Don't focus on the irritation, and you will most likely stop being irritated by it. If you wake up in the morning and you think about that person at work that you don't like, you probably have a problem. That's an issue, right? You got out. Are you thinking about people you don't like on your weekend? That's a you problem. That's a you problem. Spend your weekend doing things you want to do. You should be doing things, and as a matter of fact, you should be doing things most of the time that are so important to you that you don't think about shit that's not around you that irritates you, especially if it's not right immediately in front of you. And that's that cricket, right? People are like, how was your day? I don't have bad days. And they think that you say that being an asshole, right? Really, you're programming you, and maybe you'll rub off on them. I don't have bad days. I can name a ton of shit in my life that seems like it was bad, right? Most of it was decisions that led to bad things, and most of these really things in my life that people would perceive to be bad, I don't know that I'd change them. I don't know that I would change them, because a lot of times there was no victim or anything. I don't perceive myself having done anything wrong under God's eyes, your creator's eyes, whoever. It is your overlords that have said you can't do this, and then seeked it out and wanted to put you away for it, right? How can we live in a system where somebody can come to your property and go, hey, you can't have this thing? Like, weed's a good one, right? I've never smoked weed, but why do we have people locked up in jail cells over weed? And in states, especially where they have legalized weed and it's now legal for a fee, because that's what it's about, right? They realize they can make a lot of money off of marijuana. Why do we still have guys in jail over weed when you can now pay a fine or a tax or a fee and smoke weed? This kind of turned into something else. This really is just about the cricket that I keep hearing. And if I hear the cricket, it's because I'm not busy doing better shit. All right, it's about 7 o'clock. Came out, weeded out the garden, which I'm forgetting my weeds. I don't weed this very often. I weeded it twice. One of those days is today. One was a couple days ago. So all these weeds will go to the rabbits, and that's all the weeding. I'm gonna put some straw. I've got like some super duper garden straw. It's nice and white color, light. Supposedly it's baked so that there's no seeds that will sprout out of it, and it sprouts grass wonderfully. It will sprout wheat. We used it last year, and so the baking it doesn't mean shit. I also just realized that I don't have any meat with me. I'm gonna go get some meat. A buddy of mine did a freezer clean out, old hamburger and stuff, and I went to put it in one of my empty freezers, which, come to find out, had been fixed and was cold again. And I went to, when I opened it, it was like 100 degrees in there. So it's running, it's just not cooling, which is a problem. So I think tomorrow I'm going to go buy the biggest upright freezer I can get. I know everybody's like, chest freezers freeze better, chest freezers are more efficient. Chest freezers are a pain in the ass to get things in and out of. So here is what I'm taking up to those dogs. And then I've got a bunch of bones and stuff, but I'm not gonna mess with them right now. So let's get those scissors that I left out here. I try to touch this raw meat as little as possible, but inevitably, I end up with it all over my hands, which I don't know why I care. Everything up there is dirty or poisonous, you know, if you, well, not poisonous, but you don't want it in your mouth, right? Everything up there's got poop on it. Hello, kitten. Hibiscus. Hello. One's white, one's dirty, one's kind of like, looks like she brushes herself out. The other one has dreads. One's all happy and the other one's grumpy. Start here. The food they don't eat is gobbled up, especially by the ducks. Here's ducks here, here's ducks here, a bunch of ducks over here. Those are ducks that were born here on the property. If you saw the video I did today talking about how I have so many ducks. And as soon as the sun comes down a little more, they'll all be out here nested down in the grass. And the grass is doing really well. And it's not even raining. It's just that I haven't been mowing it, so it kind of creates its own shade. And because it's thick and tall, the sun never gets down there to really dry out the root area. And then it's so humid. You come out here at night and the grass is soaking wet. So that's good. Here is that pig skull. Each hatched nest, they kind of stay together. Those 3 are together, those 9 are together, these ones are together.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about realest, one of the realest.